And if you love your partner enough, I believe you shouldn't hide certain things from him or her, especially when it comes to things like finances. I understand the fact that some partners might be extravagant, but nevertheless, when you hide certain things like finances or others, like important things, it might lead you to things that you will regret in the future. That is exactly what this movie is all about. So a particular young man known as Chike Daniels. George is a promising young guy, and this guy does well for himself, like he has money. But one of the things he does wrong or he fails to do is to carry the wife along. You have to watch this video to the end so that you find out his genuine reason for doing what he was doing. So he had a house help, or they have a house help known as Maria. Maria is a beautiful young lady. She doesn't joke with her job. She's so hardworking, super talented, and that is one of the things the boss, that's George, admires from her. Okay, so most times, and that is beginning to make Betty, that is the wife, to feel certain way, because most times she'll be like, why is it that you know a lot of things about this Maria that I don't even know as the madam? Like, is there anything you're not telling me? But to be very honest, it was just on a platonic level. He wasn't indirectly or directly attracted to her sexually. So it was more like, boss and, admires hardworking nanny or hardworking house help. Even though Maria has actually made it clear to all of them that she has a plan, because she announced to them that she'll be quitting or she'll be resigning from the work at the end of the next month, which it was cool for George, but it wasn't cool for Betty out of that time, because Betty, aside the fact that Betty is the boss, Betty feels that she can actually rely or chat with Maria. So according to Betty, when Maria made it public that she wouldn't be working anymore because she wants to further her catering career, Betty pleaded with the husband to increase her salary so that she stays. But of course, George wouldn't want that. George wouldn't want anything that would make him to pay extra money. So that was basically what the whole misunderstanding in the family. Of course, he does the minute things and the basic things, but then Betty wants extra, like money for shopping and all that. We're not talking about the fact that he doesn't have money. He has money, okay, but then he fails to open up to the wife that the money is there, okay? But what this woman did in the next episode will definitely shock you guys. So, see, to be very honest, if you're a married woman watching, make sure you open up to your partner, because your secrets might actually ruin your marriage, okay? So on this fateful day, Betty made the list and asked Maria to help her to the market to buy stuff. Can you believe that the husband, actually asked Maria to adjust the list so that the money will be small, okay? That he's tired of paying exorbitant fees for all this and spending so much money. So on this day, his friend came around and they were gisting. So he talked about that as Ebuka. Ebuka is his very good friend. He came around and he was talking about the fact that the wife, he kept complaining to Ebuka that the wife is extravagant. Ebuka told him that it is because you started it at a start, okay? Then Maria has this very broke ass guy, like the guy extorts her. That's basically what the guy is good for. I will say at this point that the guy doesn't love her, because he will go as far as draining her from the little money she makes from the cleaning and the nanny house help jobs, okay? So then one day the sister Maria's sister Nneka saw him working with a girl in a bar, a side chick or something, and she had to snap a lot of pictures and she showed her sister Maria. But Maria was like, okay, I'm going to ask him. I'm not disputing that, but I'm going to make sure that I will ask him to know who the girl is. That you cannot randomly see a girl with a guy and assume they have something in together, which she did. But of course, as always, he denied it and just said he was just an old friend. So basically they came home. The sister is actually asthmatic, so they got home from work one day. What this guy does is sometimes he stays around to escort her home. So they go home and notice that the sister was having crisis, but with the help of Buchi, she was saved, okay? She was saved from that attack. And so one of the major things George does wrong is the fact that even though the contract is being awarded, he comes home and lies to the wife that the contract was not approved, okay? So most times the wife will be like, what is going on? Why is it that Ebuka is living large? Ebuka buys the best of the cars, whereas the husband, George, will always come home with this news that the contract has not been signed. So on this day, you guys, it's more like the wife has started cheating on George at this point. Okay, I'm going to end it here while I make another episode, so we'll find out how the wife will continue with this no money situation, whereas she has always been spoiled. In the meantime, do subscribe for more.